Ladies and gentlemen, so this is my season prediction for the 2020-2021 season. Now, this is not my player prediction, and there will come a player prediction video as well where I will go through individual players and what I expect from them in the upcoming season. I was also planning on doing a season review, a quote-unquote, how good was X player in the 2019-2020 season, but I just don't have the time for that. I started a few videos and I've gone through some statistics, but I would probably need another 2 months or so to do that with my current schedule, so it's not really gonna happen. But I do want to do a prediction for the next season. Again, as I mentioned, this one specifically is my prediction in terms of the club, not the players. So starting off, we start off with the Bundesliga, the most honest title, as Karl-Heinz Rummenigge always likes to say. In terms of the Bundesliga, I think we're gonna have excellent success. I think we're gonna have a very good run. I won't say we'll have a unbeaten run. I think we're gonna have a good run. So we're gonna beat teams between 1-0, obviously get some draws. I think ultimately we're gonna end up with about 90% of wins, and then about 8% draws and 2% losses. I think our 2 losses of the season will come against Leipzig and against Leverkusen of all teams. I think those are going to be the 2 teams that we lose. Leipzig we're going to lose at home for some reason, and against Leipzig we'll lose away from home, and against Leverkusen we'll lose at home. That is my prediction for the Bundesliga. We're going to not smooth sail it, but we are going to dominate most teams that we come across, and players are going to hit. Lewandowski's going to hit roughly 27 goals in this season. Muller's going to hit 20 assists. Sané will hit around 10 goals and around 12 assists. Gnabry will hit about 12 goals and 10 assists, and I think in terms of that, our striking partnership, in terms of our front four, that's roughly going to be the numbers that I see them hit. Well, obviously, I will obviously get into those much more specific once I do my player prediction for the 2020-21 season. Now, that's what I think is going to happen in the Bundesliga. In the DFB, I think we're gonna start off very, very confident. We're gonna start off very, very good. The first 2-3 games we will win quite comfortably, and then we'll face Leverkusen. And we've just lost against Leverkusen in the Bundesliga, so we're going to be very shaky going into that game. People are going to say, ooh, could we potentially go out? What could potentially happen here? But what's going to happen then ultimately is that we put in a clinical performance and we beat Leverkusen 3-0 and knock them out of the cup. However, in the next round after that, we face Dortmund, who are currently struggling in the Bundesliga, who are currently at 4th behind us, then obviously Leipzig, and behind them Leverkusen. And I will do a Bundesliga preview as well, of course, like an actual, like, looking at all the teams and where I think all the teams will rank, but we'll get that when the season is much closer. But as I was saying, we'll face Dortmund, who are struggling in the Bundesliga at the moment at 4th. Have 1 win here, then 1 loss there. The news of Sancho leaving them in the summer is going to hit them hard and it's going to demoralize them and get them in that downward spiral, that downward trajectory. But then in the DFB Pokal, when we actually meet them in the semi-finals, they're going to look very, very good, and it will be a 1-1 draw throughout the first 90 minutes, and then extra time. Neither team will score a goal. We'll get plenty of chances. They will get plenty of chances, and then ultimately it goes to penalty. Manuel Neuer saves the first penalty that Royce takes. Lewandowski scores his, and then ultimately Sancho scores Dortmund's next penalty. Müller scores ours, and ultimately it ends up with Neuer saving 2 penalties in a row. And that's what's going to happen, us going through to the final, where we then ultimately meet, surprise, big surprise, Schalke. massive surprise. The team that was struggling so much in the 2019-2020 season and that is on the brink of being insolvent, they're going to make it to the final somehow. They need that money, they need to win that game, but unfortunately they lose. Unfortunately for them, I guess I should say, unfortunately for them, they lose, and we beat them in the final. They're on the brink of going absolutely bust, but we've won the DFB Pokal against Schalke in the final 4-0. Schalke 04, Schalke arrivederci, more like Schalke 04. We beat them 4-0, and that's my prediction for the DFB Pokal. Now, in terms of the Champions League is going to be a tough one not to start with. We start off the Champions League with 6 victories. A victory, a victory, a victory, a victory, a victory, a victory. 6 victories in the group stages. Victory, 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 victory. I can't say victory that much. It sounds like victory bell. Victory. Anyway, we get 6 victories in the group stage. And then we move on to the round of 16. Who do we face? We face Manchester United. We face Manchester United, not a club from London, not a club from, well, a club from England, but not a club from London. We face Manchester United in a game where we are the overwhelming favourites. The newspapers have already declared that we'll beat them 10-0, so on and so forth on aggregate, but it turns out it's actually a close game. It turns out the game is relatively back and forth, at least in Manchester United's home ground. It's relatively back and forth. We play back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. After the 90 minutes in Manchester, the result is a 1-1 draw. Hansi Flick draws his first game in the Champions League against Manchester United away from home. However, the game then goes back to the Allianz Arena, and in the Allianz Arena, Rummenigge does one of his famous speeches. I don't know what it would sound like, but he does one of his famous speeches. He does a speech, all right? Hansi Flick is like, lads, let's play. And suddenly the team knows how to play football. Suddenly, 10 minutes in, we're already leading 2-0. 1 goal from Alaba, who scored a free kick worldie, and another goal through Kimmich, who always comes up in these big parties, in these big games, and always just somehow scores. We've seen him score against Real Madrid. We've seen him score against Barcelona, against these big teams. Kimmich scores. 2-0 after 10 minutes. Then the game quietens down. Manchester United get their few chances here, their few chances there, their few chances here again. Suddenly, the 60th minute, we get a free kick. Lewandowski this time. Lewandowski with his... And he scores. Top right corner, from the keeper's position. Top right corner. Goes in. 3-0, we go through, and that's going to be that match. That's going to be that time. Next. Who do we face? Tell me, who do we face? We face Juventus. Juventus come in, they've had a fantastic period. Ronaldo is all in form and everything. He's scoring goals left, right, and centre. He's doing absolutely fantastic. They also purchased Ciro Immobile, who was in a hot streak, and they bought him just for this tie. UEFA's like, yeah, we don't really care. Rules, what rules? You know, saying that our player that previously played for a different club that was in the Champions League, who cares about that? They got Ciro Immobile as well now, with Dybala in hot form as well, and Ronaldo banging them goals left, right, and centre. It's a close game. The people don't know, Bayern, they struggled quite a bit with Manchester United. Can they really beat Juventus? Is that really a possibility? Well, the game starts. We play away. We play in Turin. 10 minutes gone. Own goal by Niklas Süle. We're like, oh no. Is this the moment again? Is this like the season where he scored 3 own goals and made the record for the most own goals ever in a season? No. Süle with his own goal, the team gets him back up. The team's like, okay, you know what? Nah. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. And then Sane, pass 1, Sane, pass 2, Sane, pass 3, and does he go for a goal? No. He lays it off to Gnabry, and Gnabry just slots it in from 5 years out. It's 1-1. 10 minutes left to play. Oh no. Are we gonna win the away tie? Unfortunately, no. It's a 1-1 draw. Another draw away from home. Hansi Flick right now is thinking to himself, well, we need to change that. We need to change that. Then the game goes back to the Allianz Arena. Suddenly, out of nowhere, in training, Lewandowski gets injured. He's out for 2 weeks. He misses the home game against Juventus. Everyone is wondering, no, what now? And then Hansi Flick does something that nobody expected. The newspapers were rumored, is Gnabry going to go as a striker and maybe Coman and Sané together with Gnabry as a striker? Is that what's going to happen? But no. No, it's 60. The young lad and Ab. The young lads. Two of them. Wait. 2 strikers? Hansi Flick is changing it to a 4-4-2? Really? A 4-4-2? With 2 young strikers? What is he thinking? That's what everyone's thinking. That's what the media is thinking. But suddenly, 20 minutes into the game, guess who scored the first goal? Thomas Müller. None of the strikers. It's Thomas Müller. The focus was so much on the strikers that Thomas Müller just weaved his way in and weaved his way past and weaved his way out, right out of the defender's notice. He scores. But on the other hand, Ronaldo scores for Juventus. Ronaldo. It's always Ronaldo. Why? But 89th minute, it seemed like it is going to extra time. But Ab and Zirkzee, they combine 1-2. 1-2. 1-2-1, 2-1-1, 2-2-1, 1-2. Oh, and then 1-on-1 with the keeper. Zirkzee squares it off to Ab. Ab, who's near the corner flag. Why would you square it? Ab is at the corner flag. You're 1-on-1 with the keeper. Why would you pass it all the way over there? But Ab, from near the corner flag, curls it in. The keeper, nowhere to be seen. Defenders, nowhere to be seen. Ab is the hero with an 89th minute goal, and we win 2-1. Semi-final time. Oh boy, semi-final time. Who do we play? Well, Manchester City. Oh no. In the newspapers, Pep this, Pep that, Pep this and that, Pep this, Pep that. Pep failed at Bayern. Hansi Flick surpassed Pep. So on and so forth. Yay, Pep, tinkerer, this. First game is at the Allianz Arena. Bayern fans are worried. They know, okay, Pep away from home, at least at Bayern, struggles significantly. Is that going to be the case this time as well? Pep with the addition of Messi. Oh, they seem unbeatable. Lewandowski is back though. Lewandowski is back. And we put out our best starting lineup at the Allianz Arena. First 5 minutes, Messi scores. 20 minutes gone. Another goal from Messi with an assist by Kevin De Bruyne. We're all thinking, oh no. They got 2 away goals. And then it happens. Red card for Kimmich. Red card for Kimmich. For an apparent foul. The referee didn't check the VAR. VAR wasn't involved. But it was clearly a mistake. But Kimmich has a red card. And Kimmich is off. Bayern 2-0 down at home. And with 10 men. Then Flick makes a substitution. He subs off Müller. People are thinking, why? Why Müller? And he brings on, of all people, Tolisso. He brings on Tolisso. Suddenly in the game, he is lit. He is on fire. He's dribbling past people. 1, 2, 1. Dribbling, just dribbling past them one by one. Suddenly, he gets fouled in the box. Penalty and a yellow card. Lewandowski slots it in, and that's the game. 90 minutes gone, 2-1. We're down 2-1. Alright, next game against Manchester City away from home. Pep decides to, well, you know what? Let me just play Messi as a centre-back. Haha. And let me play Kevin De Bruyne as a left-back. Haha. And Bayern are thinking, okay, but why? Manchester City fans are thinking, but why? It doesn't matter. 50 minutes played, Lewandowski has 2 goals. Another 5 minutes played after that. Suddenly, Pep decides to change his formation, his tactics, his lineup. Messi is now further front. De Bruyne is not playing as a left back anymore. Messi scores. Oh no. Have Bayern lost it? Is this game going to extra time? But no. 88th minute. You know who scores? Sané. Sané scores. And the media goes crazy. The media goes crazy. The German tabloids, all of them, built. They're spilled already. They had it already pre-written. The second he scored, the second Sané scored, they already released their article. Sané, flop at Manchester City, ? Success at Bayern. Or Sané knocks Guardiola out of the Champions League. Guardiola, failure again. The newspapers were written. In Manchester, in England, the tabloids are reading something completely different. Pep, the end? Messi, the end? De Bruyne, the end? Pep. Pep is being discussed non-stop in the media, but Bayern don't care. Bayern are going to the final. Sané has kicked them into the final. And here comes the final against Real Madrid. Real Madrid, a team known not to lose in the Champions League final, compared to Bayern, who's been in the second most amount of finals in the Champions League, but has lost so many, far too many to count. But it turns out to be a relatively simple game. Gnabry scores 2 goals, Kimmich scores another, and Lewandowski scores 1. Unveiling, after he scores this goal, he's unveiling his t-shirt that says Real Madrid, nah fam. Real Madrid, nah fam. Highlighting his decision to move to Bayern instead of Real Madrid, and highlighting Bayern forcing Lewandowski to stay instead of letting him go to Real Madrid. Real Madrid, nah fam. And with that, Lewandowski finishes the Champions League campaign. Bayern finish their Champions League campaign, and Bayern have number 7. Number 7, and are on level with AC Milan. That's my prediction for this season, the 2020-21 season. Ooh. As I said though, I will do a player-specific prediction as well. Starting with, they're going to be individual videos. I know I said that the original plan was to do a player review, like how the video title was supposed to be how good. For example, how good was Manuel Neuer really in a 2019-2020 season? Like a series like that. And I wrote a script. I don't really write scripts. Like I have an idea. I'm like, that sounds perfect. Let's do a prediction like that, and then literally just record. Like this. That's how my thought process usually goes, right? But I actually wrote a script for this one because I wanted this one to be like a highly detailed analytical piece with like diagrams, with his positioning. Obviously, in this case, I'm talking about Neuer, with positioning, with save percentages, so on and so forth, with actual statistics, with actual imagery, with actual thought put into it. I just don't have the time. It's why I don't do it's why I don't do tactical analysis anymore, because I just don't have the time. So the script is basically, I can basically delete that, honestly. It's about 4 pages long at this point, but I can basically just delete that. But I'm going to do a prediction, because the prediction I don't need stats. I can literally just, kind of just do that. So I will see you all. There's going to be a prediction probably every single day for the next, I don't know how many, 20 days-ish, for basically until, I'm getting the whole squad out of the way. So you're going to see one video every day for the rest of this, honestly, for the rest of this month at this point. So I'll see you all in the next one, everyone. Until then, have a nice day. Peace out, and